Hello everyone, welcome to my channel ASP.NET Core, and today I'm going to teach you how to add identity in an online food system. So here we have a application user class, and that application user class is responsible to store data about the user. And in our applications we have two roles, that is admin and the customer. So you can see in the web.config, and here we have a program.cs file, and under the program.cs file you can see here we have a identity role. And by using the db initializer class in the under the repository section, so you can see here we have a db initializer class. So db initializer class is responsible to add roles in our system, that is admin and the customer, and the default admin for our applications, and that is my admin, and that is my two roles for the applications. Okay, but right now I'm going to add a identity or scaffolding the identity in our project. So the first step to add identity in our project, that is application user class existing in the models directory or the entities directory, or you can say that under the domain layer. Okay, so just after that we can add a db context. So application db context is must to inherit by the identity db context of the application user class. Okay, so there is a no issue. Now just after that I want to add identity or scaffold the identity. Just right click on the online food.web project and add a new scaffold items, that is the new scaffold items. And under the scaffold items we have lots of options under template, given the templates. So here we have an identity. So just choose the identity first, and installing the NuGet packages. If you got any errors during the packages like update dependency informations and building the projects, so we just got a yellow mark, alert mark for the on the dependencies. But just check it now, retrieving information from the scaffolders, and just after that I got a template. And db context class is what the db context class is. Here we have a application db context class under the repository, but right now I'm choosing to different one. So just select one so that we can choose application user class under your models directory, and just click to add. Now when you choose this way, you can just identify the way. So updating dependency information, wait for some times, and I will update it. Okay, now you can see that some generating your code, and here we go. Now your code is generated well. Now after that you can see under the dependencies directory we just got an alert symbol, and in the code generation Microsoft Visual Studio web.code generation.design, and here we have a 8.0.7. okay, that's cool, there is a no issue. Now when you scaffold your identity, we just got a a directory under the areas. So here we have a identity, and also we have a data directory. And data directory, under the data directory you can see here we have a application user class and online food web.context. Context is already there in under your repository section. So there we have a application db context, so there is a no need. Also application user class is also existing in the models directory, so there is also no need. So just right click on it and delete your data directory. Now just after delete your data directory, now you can see under the program.cs file we just got an error message during when we delete a data directory. So you can see that here we have a data references, so just delete this. Now after that we just got an error message, but already configured this line of code, so there is a no issue to generating the code error. But here we just got an error message because you know that here we have builder.services.add default identity is configured, so there is a no need to this line of code because I already configured my application with the add identity. So here we have a already configured by this line of code, builder.services.add identity with the application user and identity role. So just remove this line, that is a default identity created. Now just after that we just checked your app settings.json file. We know that app settings.json file is already created with the new connection string, and also that is not needed. So just remove this. Okay, and now just after that we will go for the next partial view. So here we have a partial view under your views directory, and just check it, the shared layout. So here we have a login partial.cshtml file. So just check it, login partial, and I want to use this login partial in my layout directory. So just add your layout directory here, and you can use it this way: partial name equals to underscore login partial. Okay, and the name is login partial. Name must to match with the file name. Okay, now I want to check and log in into your admin account. Just check it. Okay, so I want to just log in into your admin account. So your admin username and the passwords are under your DB initializer class. So just open your DB initializer class first and check your admin@gmail.com and admin@123, and this is your password. So okay, so when we click to the login page, there is a no redirect page here. So just to map your Razor pages, because everything is existing in the Razor pages. So under the program.cs file, and here we go for add app.map Razor pages. So here we have a map Razor pages like this. So save this, and after that you can just click to the home and click to login. Oops, there is okay, so its middleware is not running well, so just stop this application first, and also add a Razor pages services here. And there we go, builder.services.add Razor pages. Okay, so save this and now run it again. Now just click to the login button, and here we go. Now add admin@gmail.com, and the password is admin@123. So here we have a admin@123. Oops, get an error message. Okay, what's happening? Admin@gmail.com, and password is like this. It's cool. Okay, so admin@123. Okay, so everything is fine. And here we have a hello admin@gmail.com, and here we go for the logout button. So just click to the logout. Okay, so everything is fine. Now just go for to change this theme. So just go for the Boots was theme. So Boots theme, and just click to the Boots was theme for the way, and just click to the themes. So here we have a lots of themes. So I want to use professional themes, and okay, it's Minty is or you can say that this is Materia is fine. So just I want to download bootstrap.css file and also preview. Now here we have a bootstrap. So just I want to click open the CSS file and just click on the notepad. Okay. So I want to just Control A, Control C, and now just add and just stop this first. Just go for the Solution Explorer, and under the web directory, under the www directory, under the CSS directory, add a new CSS file, and the name is the CSS file is the name of your Bootstrap. So the boot source theme name is Materia, and just go for under your Visual Studio, and name is materia.cs file.css. And now here we have a .css file, and just after that just paste your complete code. So here we have my complete code, and save this. Now after that I want to use this materia.cs instead of bootstrap. So go for the layout.cs HTML file, and here we have a bootstrap dist.css with bootstrap list file, and I want to, just complete page, and here we go for, under your css and materia.css. Now after that I want to use the headers. So just create a partial page. Now add a new header, that is new view, razor view, add, and the name of the razor file is materia header. Okay, materia header dots materia header. Okay, and create as a partial page. Okay, now just go for the materia file, and that is preview, and I want to choose this navigation bar, or this is the finest navigation bar. So just choose this, copy code, and here we have a button styles, that is good. Now just go for this one and add a navigation bar here. Okay, now after that I want to use go for the layout section, and just cut the partial page here, and go for the materia css, and remove the form tag from here and paste it here. Okay, now under your layout.cs HTML file, just I want to remove the section of the navigation bar. Okay, there is no need. Now I want to add a partial, name is underscore materia header, and there we go. Okay, now save this and run your project again. Now your css is ready to go. Now I want to use I want to load the values here. Okay, so here we have a, everything is fine. Now I want to add a item first in our project, and first of all I want to check my login, and the register link, it's not visible, I think. Okay, it's not actually visible. So just go for login partial.css file, and here we have a log task dat, and okay, text dark, and also here we have a text dark. Okay, and there we go for text dark. Now save this. After that you can see the result. Okay, now just after that I want to change your navbar, so picture, and just I want to go for this, and here I am going to change picture. Okay, spelling is picture. Okay, now just after that I want to add a dashboard for the first item for the home controller. Okay, so just after that I want to go for to prepare a service for the home controller. Just I want to get item service first. So here we have a model, that is item model, and under the item model here we have a item ID, title, description, unit price, and image URL, category ID, item type ID, and we know that item is actually dependent on the category ID and the item type ID. So you can see that here we have a dependent table, that is item, but I want to first to resolve the services here. Okay, so that is my repositories, and that is my view models. So you can see that here we have a my all view models like item view model. You can see that here we have a my item view model, ID, name, description, and all. So there is no need. First, I want to add a new project for the services or application layer. So I want to add a new layer and new project. And under the project solution, just add a class library project for the, and that there we have a class library project, and just add a class library that is online food dot application layer in clean architecture. Just I want to choose 8.0 and just click to create. Okay, and under your application where we have a class1.cs file, so just delete this. And just after that I want to add a new class file, new empty, or you can say just create a new directory. Under the directory we can just add a services directory. Under the services directory we just add a new service, and the service name is I want to choose first of all also just create a new directory under the services, that is interfaces or infrastructure. So just I want to choose interfaces, and the next one is that is interfaces, and the name is implementations. Okay, so here we have interfaces. Just choose this new empty file, and interfaces name is like that. I want to choose item service, item service, item service. I want to choose .cs file. So that is the interface, and implementation is item service. Item service.cs file. So item service, here we have an interface. Okay, so that is related to the CRUD operations. So just type it CRUD operations. Okay, so the first thing is create item async, and that is taskable type. So item view model is here, and the next one is update item, next delete item, and I want to get item by ID async, and there we go for item view model. So get all items. So these all are item view model. Just receive a item view model from your from the controller, and just put these services into the repository with the help of model. So here we have a item view model. So first of all, just I want to just just use control dot, add a reference of view model and resolve the errors. Okay, now just after that I want to implement the service. So you can use item service. Okay, item service, and just choose this item service, use control implement interface. Okay, now just after that I want to choose a repository. So here we have a repository, you can see. So under the repository directory where we have a repository, so that is a repository, and I want to choose this repository because infrastructure, here we have a I repository. So private I repository, I repository of just I want to take it item here instead of item view model. So because I want to choose item here instead of item view model, so under repository, item repository. So use control dot and add a reference of repository section, and also here we have a add a reference of model sections. Okay, oops, I think got an view model, and there is add reference online view models. Okay, now initialize this in the constructor first, generate constructor, and here we go. Now you know that I'm going to use item repository with the items, but we all know that here we have received a item view model. So I want to convert it into the view model first, So I just received a item here. So I want to convert it into the view model. So where, in this project, I'm going to use uh, automappers. Okay. But right now I'm going to use a simple way, and this is the manual mapping. So where item is new item, and just I want to oops, and the name is item.name, item.description, item ID, unit price, quantity, total image URL. Uh, Item type ID is not there. Okay, oops, item ID, unit price, and this all. So here we have a item is item model. Okay, so there we go for item model, and just received a item from here. What is item does not contain a definition for the name. Oops. Okay, so just save this, and item have a title instead of so there we go for title, and also here we have a description, unit price, and description, unit price, image URL, category ID, image URL, and that is category ID, item dot what is actually item view model have. Go to definition and item ID, and here we have oops, so there is a different item ID and unit price, quantity is in the integer types. So item view model, and just I want to check it, the create item view model also. So just check on the view model first. So here we have a item view model, and also only a item view model is here. So okay, so there is a no just I want to item view model. Actually item have a some properties like title, description, unit price, and image URL. That is related to the items, and the category ID is related to your item view model. So item view model is does not have an category ID. So just add a category ID, integer category ID, and also item type ID is not so also there, not there in item view model. So item view model, there we have item type ID, item type ID. Okay, and so category ID is unit item dot category ID, unit price, quantity is under image URL, category item type ID. Okay, so everything is fine under the items directory, category and item type. Quantity, total, and image URL is not there. So here we have item type ID is not there, so I think. So item type ID is item dot item type ID. So that is my model, and I want to add with the help of um, repository. So item repository under item repository dot add item model. So you can see, and here we have a async, and there will no need to return the back. Okay, so item repository dot add, and now after that I want to save changes. So here we have a repository. Just I want to go for the repository implementation, go to implementation, and there we go for the repository, and here we have a add entity is there, but right now there is no options to save changes. Okay, so I want to changes here, and also you can use a unit of work where you can change it. Okay, so Okay, so there is a no need. Just I want to add here db context dot save changes. So that is my add identity. Add delete. So underscore db context dot save changes. Find get all remove save changes and save changes. Okay, so here we have already there is a save changes method. So just call it a save changes only. So save changes and save changes. Okay, and update is also there. So save changes. Now in item service where we have a create async item repository dot add. Okay, so see in the next video where we will add these all services one by one.